What's good, y'all? So the Gervonta Tank Davis and Jake Paul fight announcement that will be taking place in November has the internet going crazy. Gervonta Tank Davis is the number one trending topic on Twitter right now in America. And a lot of his fans are pissed off, man. A lot of Gervonta Tank Davis fans, they've had enough. They feel like Tank should get his get back at Lamont because everybody feels like he lost that draw. And his fans are disgusted at the fact that Gervonta Tank Davis, who is 30 years old in his prime, is taking basically an exhibition fight with the YouTuber turned boxer Jake Paul, right? A lot of his fans do not like that. And even Shakur Stevenson, aka Shakira Twitterson, aka Shakur Tupac Stevenson, had something to say about this. This is what he had to say on Twitter. So one of his fans hit up Shakur on Twitter and said, "Where's Teofimo hiding at?" Shakur Stevenson responded and said, "Don't worry. If he get cold feet, I'm going to fight Lamont Roach Jr., right?" So also, a fan basically tweeted, "If Shakur Stevenson had a draw with William Zepeda, y'all would have called Shakur a total bum. You all would have said he was overrated and then dropped him in the lightweight rankings. No way y'all would have said that's the best lightweight in boxing, let's be honest." So he obviously was taking shots at Gervonta Tank Davis by retweeting that because obviously, Gervonta Tank Davis had a draw with Lamont Roach. And even after the draw, a lot of his fans still feel like he's the best boxer at the 135-pound division. You know what I'm saying? So you heard it here first, man. Shakur Stevenson, he is planning on fighting Teofimo Lopez in January, but Teofimo Lopez has not signed a contract to fight Shakur yet, or else you would have heard about it. Shakur is 100% signed off on his side. They're pretty much just waiting for Teofimo Lopez to confirm and sign a contract to show that he really wants to make this fight happen in January. But he's not worried about it because, listen, due to Teofimo's history, we know Teo has a history of backing out of fights at the last minute. He was offered $11 million by Turkey Al-Sheikh to fight Devin the Dream Haney, a.k.a. Devin Debo Haney. He turned it down. He was uninterested, right? So I just don't get how he turned down a fight with Devin Haney, but he wants to fight Shakur Stevenson, I think that's very confusing. I don't think it makes any sense. But Shakur's not worried about it. Shakur has pretty much said that him and Lamont Roach have already verbally agreed to fight each other. Shakur Stevenson has been very clear to say that he wants that fight next. Lamont Roach says that he wants to fight Shakur Stevenson next, him or Gary Antoine Russell. So listen, man. Once we find out that Teo really doesn't want that smoke with Shakur, we will be getting Shakur Shakur Tupac Stevenson versus Lamont Roach Jr. And I think that'll be a hell of a fight, man. I think that'll be a hell of a fight. One thing I learned about Lamont Roach Jr., man, is don't sleep on him. Don't underestimate him, right? I think a lot of us did that. And listen, I'm going to be honest with y'all, right? I didn't think that Lamont Roach Jr. was a bad fighter. I've heard his name. I've seen a couple of his fights. The reason why I picked Gervonta Tank Davis to easily beat Lamont Roach Jr. is because Lamont Roach Jr. was coming up from 130. Remember, Gervonta Tank Davis fights at 135. Lamont Roach, at the time that he fought Gervonta Tank Davis, he was fighting at 130. You feel me? So this was his first fight at 135 against Gervonta Tank Davis. And obviously, he looked a lot better at his new weight class, right? Looked stronger, looked like he was punching harder. He was more punch resistant, right? Gervonta Tank Davis did not hurt Lamont Roach at any point in that fight. But listen, when you look at Lamont Roach Jr.'s boxing record, he has a draw with a boxer named Orlando Cruz, right? So he has 2 draws on his record. He also suffered a loss to Jamel Herring. He lost to Jamel Herring by unanimous decision, right? And also he has a common opponent with Gervonta Tank Davis. Remember, Gervonta Tank Davis knocked out Hector Garcia. Lamont Roach Jr., he barely beat Hector Garcia. He beat Hector Garcia by a split decision, which means that the fight could have went either way, right? He pretty much edged the fight to beat Hector Garcia. So that's why I was basically picking Gervonta Tank Davis to mollywop Lamont Roach Jr. based off of his, his boxing record. You dig what I'm saying? And plus him not fighting at 135. You know what I'm saying? So, I think Shakur Stevenson versus Lamont Roach. I think it'll be a great fight. I gotta pick Shakur Stevenson to win the fight based off of Shakur Stevenson's superior defense. Him also in his most recent performance against William Zepeda, fighting a guy that has broken records for throwing the most punches in the ring. He stood in the middle of the ring, took everything Zepeda had to offer, and put on a masterclass performance and outboxed the shit out of William Zepeda. He was even doing the Philly shell, aka the Floyd Mayweather shoulder roll, and he was having success counter-punching off of the shoulder roll. You dig what I'm saying? I think Shakur Stevenson has one of the highest boxing IQs in boxing right now. The only person that I can say has a better boxing IQ than Shakur Stevenson is Oleksandr Usyk, who I think is the #1 pound-for-pound boxer in the world. Another boxer that I'm not sure if I would put him above Shakur just based off of this boxer having a better record, and that's Dmitry Bivol, who has beaten Artur Beterbiev. He's the undisputed light heavyweight champion, and he also beat Saul Canelo Alvarez. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, man, I can't put nobody else above Shakur Stevenson as far as IQ, you know? So I would pick Shakur Stevenson to beat Lamont Roach Jr., but you guys heard it here first on Stay Wavy TV. Shakur Stevenson has confirmed that if he doesn't fight Teofimo Lopez in January, he will fight Lamont Roach Jr. in January, man. So let me know what you guys think about this, man. It's your boy Wavy, Stay Wavy TV. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure y'all thumbs up, subscribe, and let me know in the comment section, who do you guys got winning that fight between Shakur Stevenson and Lamont Roach Jr.? I'm picking Shakur Stevenson. Let me know what y'all think. I'm out.